The band is good because they've been doing it for a while, and Chris Schmelke. He knows the good places where to eat.
Like in every city.
In every city, yeah. He'll be like, hey, you want some of this? And he'll always get 2 of whatever he's eating to give to somebody because he'll be like, you want this. And we'll always like, he'll come in and eat, and we'll always like kind of hover over him. But what's that taste like?
Where did you go?
What's that?
What's that?
I wonder what that is. So he's the best, but food-wise, I don't know. I haven't done, I've just done it a year. Maybe now I will start walking to delicious restaurants to eat at, but there isn't really a ton of time to...
No, sometimes we'll have a break though.
Yeah.
I like to wander the area. Like in a city like Toronto, we're actually in the city rather than by the airport. So we can actually just walk around the streets. So I've been going down King Street and Spadina. And, I mean, there's so many big streets with so many options. But otherwise, I just Yelp it. I'm a big Yelper because it's easy.
Totally. I never think about doing that. I was just ask the concierge. It's not so fancy
that
when I
sounds
said
super
that.
fancy.
I just like ask the concierge. See what he says. You and I used to be really good for that, right?
Yeah.
Kind of dwindled since I started working on Saturdays, but Oz and I used to, on Saturdays he would have a big break and I wouldn't work until the concert. And so we would meet up and we'd go on a little Oz and Bree adventure.
Adventures. I love adventures.
I know, and we'd always go somewhere, like a museum or something, and then go for lunch somewhere. But yeah, you always used to Yelp. I never think to do that.
Yeah.
God damn it! Just kidding. Shouldn't be so hard on myself. But the opportunity to have delicious food in each city is tricky because often we're out by the airport and the city's like half an hour away.
Yeah. When I used to go to conventions as a fan, like I would always forget to eat or drink water. So like this already feels like an upgrade. So honestly, anything feels better. Yeah, it does me. So this feels like an upgrade, even if it is just like hydrating myself. By the way, drink some water today.
Yes. Kim, do you want to answer food questions? Yeah. Kim's like, it's always, she doesn't eat breakfast, which is the craziest thing I've ever heard. Only because it's my favorite thing to do.
She has coffee for breakfast.
She has coffee. That's why she cried so hard in the green room. You want me to work on an empty stomach? Yeah. Great question, though. I love me some food.
Now I'm hungry. I'm gonna go for food after this.
You want their snacks backstage, I think. There's like goldfish and gummy bears.
We have a break. We're gonna go for food.
Okay.
My question's for all 3 of you. If your characters were possessed by demons, how do you think they would act?
I think Donna would just be like a really, like, extreme version of herself. That'd be funny. Hiya! Oh, you betcha! Just like an angry Minnesotan.
Wait, when a demon possesses your body, doesn't the demon take control? Doesn't it depend on the demon?
Yeah, so the demon will take control, but then we had Demon, which he turned into a demon, so you can pick either one.
Okay. Well, clearly Kevin would be like, wait, do we keep any sentience? Like, are we aware of what we're doing?
Yeah, you're aware.
He has to qualify.
And when we talk, is it us talking or is it the demon talking?
Whatever works.
Whatever works for your answer, Osric.
Alright, well. If Kevin got possessed by a demon, I mean, I always assume it's gonna be Crowley.
Yes, I mean, probably.
Kevin, you got such little hands. What else would he say?
Terrible Crowley impression.
I can't do a British accent. I can't do a
Kevin, you've got such little hands, said Mark Shepard. I guess.
I'll work on my Mark impression.
He would love that.
No, he wouldn't.
Wait, everybody edit that. Erase.
We will all hear it, get the death of it.
I should be able to do a Mark Shepard impression by now.
It would be epic.
I'll work on that.
Okay, great. Next time you'll have it. We'll practice. If there's one thing Oz likes to do, it's to learn how to do something.
Mark Shepard impression. Never thought I... Actually,
Mock. Say this. Mock.
Mock. What's mock?
Mock.
Oh, Mark. Right.
Wow. Wow. He like can't understand an English accent. He can't. It's like, I don't know what you're saying. Like it's not another language. It's just an accent.
Okay, let's try. Mark Shepherd.
That's pretty good. Shepherd.
Shepherd.
Mark Shepherd.
Mark Shepherd.
There you go.
How do you say Kevin?
Kevin.
I'm Mark Shepherd. Kevin, what tiny hands you have.
There you go.
I'll think of a better sentence too.
Great. That was very satisfying.
Oh yeah, I'd probably make fun of Jody fans too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yo. Thank you.
Good morning, guys.
Morning.
You want to hear my Mark Shepherd impression?
Yes.
Just curious. So last year, someone asked a very complicated question about if this happened in season 1 and this happened, and just got frustrated and said, "I'm not going to do your math, I'm going to write your fan fiction for you."
That sounds like Mark Shepherd in every way.
Okay, so I get this is a question for Osric. So according to your rules, Rhiannon cannot have to make out.
Thank God!
That's the only reason.
I wanted to ask you about your amazing costume last night. Just in keeping with the theme of the weekend, someone's got to ask it, man. How many holes were in the costume?
We're in the costume that I wore last night. A lot. It was like there were parts. It was part rags, and those rags had a lot of holes in it because they were already broken. My contact had a hole in it. You know, so I had a hole in my eye. Yeah. But yeah, it was all Victoria. She's one of the staff members here, and
Wasn't that makeup unbelievable?
She did it.
I had no idea she was so talented.
And you know what's funny is that she's been doing this for so long, but she has never mentioned it to any of us because she's like, well, you know, it's not something. You know, I didn't think I was. I don't know. All I'm saying is.
It's like me saying, oh, by the way, I have a tattoo. And bam!
Yeah, pretty much.
Like a little butterfly on your.
She was too modest, and then we basically all freaked out at her. It's like, we could have had this for how long?
Yeah, now we're all going to be like, can you just hold on these?
Has anyone told her that Rich volunteered her to do all of our makeup for Anna?
Yeah.
He did. He's like, well, you know, now that we know we've got Victoria, I'm like, does Victoria know we know we've got Victoria? Because someone might want to notify her.
Now she's getting a raise because she held out.
You're right.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, usually for Halloween, they bring in some makeup artists. So now we have Victoria. We can just bring her in. So she's got the job. She's got 2 jobs.
She's got 2 jobs. She's getting a percentage of a raise.
Yeah.
Because 30% of nothing should work out great. Guys, come on, the volunteers!
Yeah, but to answer your question, there were approximately 17 holes. I just
It's approximately and the number 17.
I mean, I might have missed
17 and a half holes. Okay. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Wonderful.
Okay, so my question's for Osric.
Awesome.
So the question is,
Get on that, girls.
We always kiss tongue first. Always.
Lead with the best.
Yeah.
all right. Knowing what you know about acting now since working in Supernatural, what would you advise 2009 Osric when working in 2012 the movie about acting?
The biggest thing about, so I did a movie called 2012 and 2008.
Obviously,
it's
yeah.
so confusing.
That's fair.
But I could not appreciate the scale of that movie. That was the biggest project I've ever been on, and probably the biggest I'll ever be on. It was like a $200 to $300 million project, and they had like 15 sound studios going on in Vancouver at the same time. They were rotating. I was a Tibetan monk who built a Tibetan village. It took them 3.5 months to build, and we shot one day, and then they tore it down. You know, and all of these things were happening that I just could not appreciate. You know, they built this huge rock structure for like a 5-second shot. in this massive warehouse, and just these little things that I just assumed were like, oh yeah, this is totally normal. I get like this big RV, and I'm not even the lead, but I get this big RV as my trailer. They have like the fanciest food, like fancier than anything I've ever eaten for lunch. And I'm like, wow, this is kind of cool. So I would probably tell my old self, like, just slow down and appreciate everything. Like, this isn't normal. It was such an incredible experience. I had my one and only like official 27-hour day because we shot such long hours. And when you get to 24-hour mark, everyone's getting paid 4 times overtime, which is incredible. But everyone's also exhausted. But it's this weird period where like you have these zombies that just don't want to go home. They're like, no, we can do this. I'll move this box. It's the funniest thing because everyone's getting paid so much money, but everyone's exhausted. At something that scale, we get to do all these crazy things. We shot at Whistler Mountain after the park, after the whole thing was closed. So we got to go to the top of the mountain after everything's closed, all the lights were off, and just seeing the stars at the top of the mountain. I mean, I wish I brought a camera, but I didn't. But that was like so beautiful, just to be on top of the mountain in the middle of the night, like when they shut off all the lights. It was just, I don't know, like being in tune with nature. Yeah, so many things. That movie was ridiculous, to say the least. And let's see, one more thing. We ran out of budget for a wrap party, so the director just paid for it himself. And they had an open bar the entire night, and it went up to like $70,000 in drinks. The excess on that movie is, I still can't believe sometimes when I think about it. But yeah, I would tell myself to appreciate that. Crazy.
Sweet. Thank you.
Thank you.
But even like Supernatural, they kind of spoil us on this film.
Oh yeah, we talked about that yesterday. How we're just like, we only work on that show for the craft services.
It's so good. Well, they have craft services, they have catering, and then like little small
And they have the
things.
best. Like if you work on any other set in Vancouver, you're like, this is lunch.
Pretty much.
2 kinds of pretzels.
Yeah, like a meatloaf and like some like boxed mashed potatoes.
I invited my brother on set once, and we had 6 meals, and I didn't even start shooting yet. It's like 10 hours. I'm like, this is not normal. This is not all I do.
There's always food there, and it's delicious, and the
Yeah.
catering is so good. I think it's the best. Yeah.
Yeah, I would tell my Supernatural shooting Osric too, like, slow down, appreciate the food, go to the craft service.
There will be more.
But, yeah,
Kim and I do this here. We're always like we're always like shoving the little bags of chips into our backpack at the end of the night. We're like, we don't have food in our hotel room.
That's right.
We might starve. I always need chips.
It's all that keeps me alive.
It's very important that I have chips after karaoke in my hotel room. It's like a little tradition. Eat Cheetos in bed.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
That's right.
I love me some Cheetos in bed. You guys, nothing is sexier than this woman right here. Cheetos in bed.
Order pizza, have some chips.
Yeah.
You always need your chips.
That's the thing, I always order a pizza for the band after the Saturday special.
But you need to have your chips.
Not on Saturday night. You have chips on Friday night, pizza on Saturday. I got it really planned out. So back to food, you guys. No, I always host the Saturday night special after party in my room. Always. We always try to like haul all of the alcohol we can from backstage, whatever's left. Which is usually okay, because everybody's busy working, people are nervous. People don't drink that much at the actual concert because people are worked up, everybody's nervous. But afterwards, but I always order pizza for the band because they're hungry. It's so funny, they're just such kids. They're always like, cheese pizza, please. All right, Norton. He loves his cheese pizzas. Okay, let's move on. Hola.
Hello. Question for all 3 of you. What's the most influential bit of advice you've gotten in your acting career that kind of turned the page, that made you go, oh, okay.
About acting or just like don't be a dick in life kind of stuff?
Well, that's important too, but acting.
Oh, okay, about
What
acting.
kind of made your career go, okay, maybe this is
The most important piece of acting I ever got was when I was actually on the soap opera. It was from a woman named Linda Dano, who was she's our ground dame of our soap opera. And she said, if it's on the page, you don't need to play it. So if the words are coming out of my mouth, I'm so really angry at you right now. If I'm acting, yeah, my job and my words are the same thing. That's fucking boring. So if the words say I'm so really angry at you right now, play something else. Play a smile. I'm so really angry at you right now. That's a much more interesting choice because the words are saying one thing, so you know what's going on, so add something different to it. So I try to do that whenever possible. Like sometimes, obviously, it's not possible, but that was a really great way to think of how the human brain works. Like nobody ever tries to cry unless you're manipulating and don't really feel like crying. We try not to cry. So the same thing. Like if it says she cries, don't cry. Hold it back. Hold it back. Try your damnedest not to cry, and it's going to be a much more interesting performance.
I think I have had the similar note of like I've written that you don't need to do it. It's in the words, in the text. But I remember once I was doing a stage show and my character had a line. I got the nickname Steaks Buckmaster after this because the line was, "Are you mad?" And my instinct was to be like, "Are you mad?" And the playwright's like, "Brianna, no. No. The line is actually supposed to be read, "Are you mad?" Are you mad? But my instinct was to be like, "Are you mad?" So it's much easier to reel me back than it is to push me forward. So I always say, go big or go home, because it's easier to go less. So that's just the way I roll.
Two things for me. The first one was one of the first auditions that I did really, really early where I made it to the end. It was between me and this other guy, and I was friends with one of the producers, and this was like the first time where I had any insider information, but I did. The audition felt really good, and then at the end, they went with the other guy, and he told me, it's like, it was great, but you kept looking down, you couldn't see your eyes. And this was the first time I was like, oh, I should play to the camera more, and then I started, picking my eye line, just below the lens rather than on the floor or to the side, so that you can see my eyes, because that's how they connect. The second thing, I read in a series of books, and this just changed my mentality and how I went into auditions. I used to go in like, I can be the guy, let me be the guy, just tell me what you want me to do and I'll do it, and that just wasn't a really good mentality, and so we just switched it, being like, okay, they're looking for people to collaborate with, they're looking for experts. So when I go into the room, I know who I am, I know what I offer, and I know that they have a problem that they just need a solution for, and I'm offering myself as that solution, right? So I go in, I'm like, okay, this is the character you're looking for, this is how I would fit in that role. And so I'm like, it could go this way, it could go that way, and I just bring in, and so when they see me coming in the room, the idea is like, oh yeah, this guy's got it figured out, we don't have to worry about him, because we got 1,000 other decisions that we got to make and worry about, so at least we know that we don't have to worry about this one. So those two things.
Thank you. Here
So, if Gabriel was alive, and come on, we all know that he is, how would each of your characters sort of be around him? If they happen to meet him?
How would we be? Like, how would we act around him?
Yeah.
Defensively, I imagine.
Probably. Tentatively. I don't think Kevin would like him.
I don't think Donna would like him. I think he would like Donna, though. Donna would be a bit, honey, no.
Joey, I think, has a great perspective. You're either trying to kill me, fuck me, or ignore me in this world. And I really have no time for any of those things. Because I got teenage kids. So I think Jody would really just be like, and?
Yeah.
And she's go about her day. Not a lot throws her.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin is dead, but back when he was alive in the bunker, he only sees Sam and Dean, and he'd probably freak out if he saw anyone else. Now that he's dead,
Now that he's dead, he's got a lot more opportunity.
Right, yeah, he can meet new people, like Gabriel, he can go to heaven, right? He's got that ability. Yeah? Yes?
Anybody? Yes? Yes?
Yeah, they can hang out in heaven, I'll help them. I don't know what they do.
Well, Gabriel and Kevin hanging out in the bunker. And what trouble would they get into? Boy, oh boy. Not a lot.
Not a lot.
Thank you. I love the costume.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Wonderful.
My question is for all three of you, and it is, who is your celebrity crush?
I have so many.
Did you say this question is for Osric?
No, for all three.
I was like, I can't wait to answer this question. Okay, go ahead.
Alright, I'll start. Starts off a little weird.
I can't wait. I love when Osric gets weird. Okay.
I mean, start off with, the first one was actually from a movie, Space Jam. Freaking Lola Bunny. And then I realized she was a rabbit and a cartoon at that. And then I moved over to
And
Belle.
now his bachelor party makes sense, doesn't
It's not so kinky. Or it's extra kinky.
And then Belle from Beauty and the Beast, and then
Boy.
Jennifer Love Hewitt was like a big one. That was
Sure,
that
yeah.
was the
That
main
makes sense.
one for a while. I mean, so many. Like every in that era. The Kelly Kapoor from Saved by the Bell.
Tiffany Amber Thiessen.
There you go.
Wow, that's really like, you were young to be watching that show, weren't you?
Yeah. Well, no.
I guess not.
No.
You're what, you're 30?
30.
Okay.
About right.
A little bit.
Yeah.
But that makes sense. Okay, cool.
A lot.
A lot. Oh my god, I loved Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
He was Simba.
What? Oh, I should watch the shit out of that cartoon just for him.
Right?
I was obsessed with that cartoon.
Now you get it. Also, Nala, yeah, totally.
Yeah, totally. Tap that. You little weirdo. Do you even know the actress who plays that? You don't care. You don't care. You like the cartoon.
Look it up now. I need to know.
Sick, Osric. That's sick. Oh boy, you're gonna get it on Twitter now. People are gonna be like shipping you and this cartoon. Oh boy, it turned real fast here, folks. I love Jonathan Taylor Thomas so much. I obviously had my walls plastered with pictures of him, but also I tried to start a fan club for him. I wrote a song for him. I used to like draw pictures of us like together.
Did you ever practice signing your name Brianna Thomas?
Of course! But I didn't know that Taylor was his middle name. I thought it was hyphen, so it was Brianna Taylor Thomas. That sounds better, right? With like TLF, True Love Forever. Oh my god, I love him so much. I heard he's super short though, so it's not gonna work out
He
anymore.
was a kid back then.
I think he's still the same height though. That's what I heard. I'm sure he's lovely. And I'm still open to it. If he hears about this on Twitter.
Y'all are hooking us up, right?
Right, that's why we're answering this question. To get some, Kim.
Yeah. I have two. One I'm ashamed of and one I'm not ashamed of. I'm not ashamed of having a crush, and now everything is now left in my head. Only the one that I have, that I have, okay. I'm just so ashamed I can't even say it. Robert Downey Jr.
Why are you ashamed?
Yeah, I was ashamed.
Because everyone has a crush on Robert Downey Jr. My husband has a crush on Robert Downey Jr.
Exactly.
David Tennant.
It means you're not.
The only name in my head was Robert Downey Jr. I was like, I want to tell him about David Tennant first because, he's scrumptious. He can do anything.
Is he on Jessica Jones?
Yes.
Yeah, he's great. I have a talent crush on him for sure.
So good, so good.
Good. Okay, you guys, work that out for us. Thank you so much. That'd be great.
I'll go check my phone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi there.
Hi. So first of all, Kim, I fucking love your pants.
Pants, or are they shorts?
Amazon Prime. On my clothes.
And my question is for Osric. I was just wondering how your experience was working on Dirk Gently.
Oh, Dirk Gently. It's been an amazing experience. So I get to play one of these characters in this rowdy group of boys, and day one, it was probably one of my favorite moments where they're like, okay guys, this is your van. You're gonna get in the van, you're gonna run into that car, and then take your weapons and you're just gonna smash your way across the street into that apartment building. Like, we own everything on that side of the street, so just go nuts, we'll figure it out. And so that was their first day. Day two, we go in the apartment building and like, all right guys, we really gotta map this out because it's kind of small and there's a lot of things to break and we can only break it like so many times before we can't put it back together. And so we just spent an entire day smashing things. And then day three, it was like a pile of mannequins. Like, all right, like this scene it doesn't have to make sense. Just like smash these mannequins. And like every single day, it's like, okay, what else are we gonna destroy? And so our characters we just show up, we terrorize people, and we break things.
So like real life, right?
It's so much fun. So yeah, it's been a very pleasant experience. And
Cathartic.
very much so. You know, and we run it, like, every time we just go in and yell, and when we do, like, the table reads, like, everybody's got all these very serious lines, and we're just, like, yelling, like, rah, rah, and they're like, we don't know what's going on over there. But it's been a lot of fun, and if we do get picked up for season 2, that should be more, like, talking with words and stuff. But season 1's been a lot of fun. I can't wait to watch it. Hopefully it's good. The scripts are amazing though, and like the rest of the cast and crew have been awesome. Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, Kim.
Hi.
So first I just want to say karaoke was really, really fun last night.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
So I have a Harry Potter question.
What?
Which is, what are your Hogwarts houses and Patronuses, and what do you think your character's Hogwarts house is?
I need Osric to answer this for me.
All right. Well, I did the Gryffindor. You'd be Slytherin.
Thank you so much.
You're Hufflepuff? I think you might be Ravenclaw.
I think Jody's probably Ravenclaw.
Ah, okay. So
Like,
you straddle the
they
two.
just don't like to work as hard as the Ravenclaws do. I still have that, like, I'm sadly, like, I miss the Dungeons and Dragons. I'm like, I'm chaotic good, but lazy chaotic good. So I think I'd be Hufflepuff. My Patronus, Kim's Patronus, actually is, this is going to sound opposite of what I just said, but it is a crow, because they're very funny little birds, or possibly a bunny. And I'm ashamed, but I'm learning to love it. And Jody's Patronus is a Glock. Woo! Thank you! Yeah.
I did the Patronus test. Mine came out as a hyena, which kind of surprised me. Patronus is like basically all of these. I mean, how do you explain? It's like all the good feelings and stuff that kind of help. Yeah.
So there's a spell in Harry Potter that's used to like ward off dark evil.
Yeah, but what does the Patronus represent to
It
you?
manifests itself as an animal that like runs around and makes them go away.
Yes.
So it's like the animal that's most in tune with you, I guess. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, what's mine?
The honey badger.
Honey Badger don't give a shit.
Oh no.
You guys remember that meme? I like that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's what I am. That's my thing.
And Donna, what would Donna be?
Okay, what would Donna be?
Donna? Something cute, but potentially lethal.
Like, I don't know, like a porcupine?
She's not prickly though. You wanna cuddle cuddle with Donna.
I wouldn't cuddle with porcupines.
Oh, an otter.
You know,
Like they can take down some shit if they need to. Like I saw an otter fight off something.
that's a good one. That's Hermione's. Also, J.K. Rowling's.
Is it an otter?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there we go.
Very involved. Thanks, guys. I feel like I know more about myself now.
I love hearing about it. I have a season's pass to Wizarding World. I go a lot.
Take tests. I hadn't really realized that. That was all self-prescribed. I could be wrong.
Hi. I was wondering what the secret to your success is, going from karaoke to early morning panels, because you guys were about to turn really energetic last night, and you're doing it again today, and I have no idea, and I'm incredibly jealous.
I'm not doing very good. Though the water's about to kick in.
We
So.
are, yeah, we're all gonna run out of here so fast to the bathroom.
Adrenaline.
What was the question?
Adrenaline.
No, that's it. And also, I've learned to pace myself. It was so funny after there was a big break. Like I had like a 3-month break. I mean, the creation cons were on hiatus, and then I couldn't make Phoenix Con because my daughter was really sick, and I came back for Pittsburgh, and Kim and I hosted the Friday for the first time, and oh my God, it was like I won the fucking lottery. I was just like, watch out! Buckmaster's in town! I got this, you guys! I got enough energy for everybody! And then this morning I'm like, where's my chair? Yesterday in autographs, Kim was like bouncing off the fucking wall. And I kept going, Kim, save it! Save it, we still have karaoke.
I was looking to, you know, any of you parents out here? Any of you children? Okay, so you know when your 2-year-old gets tired and they start just running in circles going, I'm not tired! Gilbert! That was totally me last night. I was so exhausted, I just hit the wall of, everything's fucking awesome!
She was like screaming and she was like signing the wrong name.
I autographed
Jody Mills.
Right.
So
I was like, oh, that's me. That's so me. But it's not really me. I'm so sorry. Here, I'll just write my name now and shut up.
we definitely have very different approaches on that. So, I mean, this career in general, in any artistic endeavors, there's so many peaks and valleys. So, like, in my normal life, I just try to, like, stay steady. Just in general, I never get too crazy or too low. I just try to,
challenge.
yeah. So, no, I drink water. I try to eat healthy. I don't go to bed at a decent hour, but I take naps.
Point out the incredible miracle that is, once again, this circuit, though. Like what he just said, one of the other things that gets us through is each other and you guys.
Yes.
Like, we love what we're doing. If this was a root canal convention, probably not have seemed quite so enthusiastic.
Exactly.
And also, if we've achieved this beautiful symbiotic kind of connection with everybody, where we all have strengths.
Yeah, we all have hills and valleys, right? During
So,
the day.
like, both of these people have been instrumental in my growth as a human being, in my happiness on this planet, and in my ability to get better at my job. So we're all kind of moving forward as this weird sort of the gyroscope things. You know, we tumble around every once in a while, but it's also this beautiful relationship we have with each other, that when I'm tired and bored and lonely and sad, I've got people I really fucking love that are like,
Bring back up.
come on.
Yeah, we said that about Matt, who came in last night. We're like, every time Matt Cohen gets here, he gets here late on Fridays, where we've been working all day, and he usually gets here at the exact moment where we're like, can't do it, man, can't do it. And then Cohen comes in, he's like, hey, everybody. And
Really
you're
good
like,
Matt.
that's all I needed. That's good Matt, right? And yeah, the different energies, because there'll be new people coming in today. And that's what keeps us plugging along. Also, coffee in the morning, whiskey in the evening, water in between. Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
My question is for all three of you, and it's, what is your character's naughty indulgence?
Kevin did go to a porn convention in Cranston.
Really?
Yeah, he did. The one time he left the bunker was to go to a Cranston.
Oh, Kevin.
I don't think Donna's would be porn.
No?
I think Brianna's would be. But I think Donna's would be like, it would be like Big Brother or something like that. It'd be like some reality television. Because she's supposed to be a cop and a leader in the community, I feel like she would be kind of ashamed.
Do you watch reality TV?
I watch the Kardashians. Well, no, let's not cheer for that, but it's fine. I have no problem. I mean, I have lots of problems with them, but I think that they know what they're doing, and they're a pile of women who are like backing each other up about their businesses. They're doing okay. They do not need our support, is my point. But they have really good makeup. They all have really good makeup. I was watching for that. But Donna, I think, would watch like Survivor or Amazing Race or something like
Naked
that.
and Afraid.
What is that?
I'm so into that show. There's a guy, there's a girl, they get naked, they get one item each, they survive for 21 days and like...
What has happened to television?
But it's not even like a reality show, it's more of a Survivor show.
I don't care.
There's no, like they win nothing
ridiculous.
except bragging rights.
How do they get a show and we don't?
Get your clothes off.
Like they get to the point of like near death, and then they're like, all right, we gotta pull it out. It's amazing.
And they're just naked?
And very,
I mean, clothes and armor. Like just having no shoes, they can't run because like.
And people are like, they sign up for this willingly.
Low key, I put in an application. I did. It's not like a show. Like just to test yourself, knowing that there's a camera crew that will save you if you needed to tap out. It's
wow. Well, if you, I was gonna say, I'm like, if you're on it, I'll watch it. For sure. Oh, you
I
guys.
happen to know the answer to this question. It is canon, although you haven't seen it yet. But yeah, here's your spoiler alert. It is pizza, boxed wine, and Netflix.
Nice.
All right.
How'd it go, Toronto? How'd it go, kids?
Great.
Yeah,
I learned a lot.
shared a lot.
I have to pee really bad right now.
Perfect timing. Kim Rose, Brianna Buckmaster, and Osric Chow. Now, sometimes things go smoothly, and sometimes there are what we call awkward moments in show business. This is one of those awkward moments in show business where Rob and I are going to leave the stage so that the band can introduce us. Fine.